welcome to an exciting Sunday for a lot of people in North America. When you woke up, quite the surprise in the markets. Obviously, Bitcoin on a tear again. And let's put this into perspective for everybody. Let's look at the charts and let's see how big of a jump we saw in the activity with Bitcoin. Let's look at this chart here. So obviously we can see a huge jump in a week. We've gone from $27,800 US to $32,700. So this is substantial for anyone that is holding Bitcoin. Again, quite a retracement with that and a recovery. The volatility is now reminding myself what we saw back in 2017, which is great for traders. If you're hodling and you're waiting for the long term and you're not actually going to be selling your Bitcoin right now, that's great. Just ride the storm out, enjoy what's going on here. Remember, be nice to people, especially now who maybe missed the boat, who didn't have a chance to own some Bitcoin, or those who sold. This is a very emotional time for a lot of people, wishing that they would have done more. Be happy with what you've got. Try to celebrate the small victories if you can with things like this. This is not over. We're going to be seeing a lot more volatility with Bitcoin going forward. Look how important it is with this chart to zoom in, zoom out, look at different time intervals. I want to make this, I want to show the importance of this to everybody. When you look at what's happened here, if you're not looking at your chart the right way, you know, you can look at something like this and you can say, it's not that big, doesn't really matter, make other decisions. You may have emotion tied to that, or you may jump into another time interval and, oh, that doesn't look like, you know, that's not too big, maybe I have missed out. But if you're putting things into perspective properly and you're zooming out and you see the activity that has happened here, say in the last week, there it is. Look at that. We zoom out and it's like, wow, good grief. Look what's happened in the last 3 weeks on this chart. It's actually very difficult to even fit it onto the screen. You know, we can zoom into different areas, but you know, if we go back to the summer there, you know, when we were around 10,000 in June and July, and now we have this massive, colossal increase up to 32,000. So again, a lot of us are waiting for some sort of retracement, which is where we may see more purchases. We may see more activity. People like to buy the dip. I know I do. So why did this happen? Where did all of this come from? Well, the quickest way to find that out, if you haven't seen us do this before, is to jump onto any site that will show you the market pairs. CoinMarketCap here, jump into Bitcoin, and if we go down to the market to see the trading pairs for Bitcoin and to see the trading volume, you can sort your trading volume to make sure that's correct. And look at this, Coinbase Pro, Bitcoin and US dollar. So the on-ramps have happened through here, $1.5 billion in the last 24 hours. The next closest we have is Upbit. We're used to seeing Binance up in first place quite often, most of the time, and look at their volume, 304 million. We have also Binance with the Euro trading pair at 183 million. So we have these other exchanges coming in here. We have very, very large pockets that have dumped in the last 24 hours. Only Coinbase will really know who these people are. Are they working in some sort of coordinated purchase? It's really hard to say, but we can see exactly where this is happening, because that is uncharacteristic of Coinbase Pro to be so high on the list with the purchases of Bitcoin from US dollar. And normally we see a lot of activity as well from Tether, people who've stored in stable coins, they're buying the dip, they're waiting for good pricing. We don't even see Tether on here other than with Qcoin and Bitforex. So, you know, this is very, very different to what we've seen in other times. In other news, as we're always reporting on, Ripple will have their pre-trial on February the 22nd. Quite the battle that we're seeing with everybody in the industry. You know, people are saying, I told you so, XRP is terrible. We have Bitcoin maximalists saying this. We have, you know, the XRP army saying it's okay, we're going to ride this out. We have, you know, a lot of exchanges delisting XRP this month in January on the 18th and the 19th. So this is, again, an emotional time for everybody. What I would recommend for everybody right now, keep in mind, a lot of us work here professionally. This is our career. Let's stay professional. Let's keep it classy. When you think about people who have lost 50% of their portfolio or their XRP value has gone down 50% or more, this is extremely emotional for people. So let's stay professional. Let's not cut people up and insult them and have these insane battles that are happening online. You know, when we think about it, people who are outside of the industry looking in, we always talk about wanting to have mass adoption. Do you really think that that's going to be possible if everyone within the industry is basically having a rumble royale and insulting everybody all the time? No, it's not going to happen. What does that look like for people? You're going to become like this mascot, the Stanford tree. That was their mascot for their football games. Great design. No, terrible. I don't know why that happened. But that's going to be you in the blockchain industry, and you will crush adoption. It will not happen. You will encourage people to not join the industry. And quite often we see this. We see people who want to join the industry, or venture capitalists who want to invest in the great technology that's being developed. And what happens? What curbs them from joining? Unprofessionalism, lack of experience, lack of planning and finance in the different divisions of companies. So don't be the Stanford tree of our industry. Smarten up a little bit. I'd like to say that to everybody. And you know what? If we're seeing people in the industry, and you know what? If we're seeing people who aren't behaving well, call them out. Just tell them to just calm down. Give a little respect to everybody. This is people's jobs and their careers and the time they're putting into developing things, and this is people's lives with where they've invested their hard-earned money. So let's give everyone just a little bit more respect for the benefit of everyone, especially in the difficult times that we've had in 2020 jumping into 2021. Maybe we can turn the corner and act a little smarter that way. What are your thoughts? How should we behave in the industry? Should we be cutting up people? Should we be making fun of Bitcoin maximalists?
No.
Should we be? What about XRP army members?
No.
Should we be making fun of low market cap cryptocurrencies?
No. Hell no.
Should we be making fun of DeFi tokens that are created?
I refuse. No.
Well, if they have anonymous teams, maybe we shouldn't make fun of them, but keep your eye out on that. Be careful. In other news, Gokshi Media was proud to announce this week that we're supporting the Barstool Fund, hosted by Barstool Sports. And look at this, you can make donations in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what else do we have here? AMP, Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, DAI, Gemini Dollar, Litecoin, Storage, Zcash, and ZRX. What an incredible program, so that you can help out businesses who are going through difficulties, specifically restaurants who are on the verge of closing, and they can have donations. We're also hosting an event this Monday and streaming live on Gokshi Media on Twitter to share information for businesses who are in this very difficult time financially, who may need to explore Chapter 11 bankruptcy, restructure your debt. We will have an hour-and-a-half program from some credible lawyers who have this information to share. It's free for everyone to check out, and you can watch the restream or you can share it. So thank you from everyone. If you can even donate $10 in crypto, it's amazing what can be done to help businesses that are going to be around. And you know what? If we lose these businesses in our cities, or especially in the New York area that's been hit so hard and been on lockdown for so long, if you lose these businesses, we're going to regret it. There's not going to be places to go. You don't like being at home right now? Well, that's exactly where we're gonna be if we're not able to at least share this with others, or maybe make a small donation. And Gakshi Media was really proud that we were able to donate $10,000 in Bitcoin to this program just on Wednesday. And if the fund has that Bitcoin, obviously that's gone up, which is fantastic for them. And something we had as well is with our favorite tweets of the week. One of the things that was covered, which is fantastic, is from Left Hook Club on Twitter. They said Dana White has just personally donated $100,000 to Barstool Sports Fund, which is supporting small restaurants that have been forced to close during the pandemic and are on the verge of collapse. People are quick to slag Dana off. Let's see who shares this, which is true. Dana is a hard businessman. A lot of people don't like him, but his generosity in times of need around the world is noted. Also, Gary Vaynerchuk has donated to this program with Barstool Sports as well. The link is below. You can check it out and share any questions or comments you have with us about that. Also, we have from Anthony Pompliano. Great comment for people new to the industry or for us to just keep some perspective ourselves. What he said was, if you're new to Bitcoin, heed this warning. Bitcoin going up is fun. There will be price crashes, and there can be nasty crashes, sometimes 30% in days. But buy what you're okay losing. Hold through the volatility. Don't try day trading. That is number one. Remember that. Be patient and breathe. Welcome to Bitcoin. Share these sort of ideas with people who ask you about the industry. Don't let people come in and use emotion and get destroyed. It doesn't help anybody. It's our job, being that we're in the industry, to share information with people. So do that, or send people to gakshmedia.com so they can get some free magazines and other information. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching the weekly wrap-up. If you have questions, comments, ideas, or anything you'd like to have covered, please reach out to us. Again, I'm Ross Macdonald, the VP of Gakshi Media. And remember, if you want to read the news, if you want to be the news, go to gakshmedia.com.